Okay, the first card is the Four of Swords. And this, again, as I said, is for mid-month. The Four of Swords usually indicates to me a time of rest and relaxation, a time of meditation, taking time out, reminiscing sometimes over good times that you've had, just being able to slow down a little bit. Now, some of you are saying, oh no, but I have all these projects planned, I have all this to do, and I'm possibly going on vacation. Well, that could be it too. A time of, if you're going to the beach or going to be near a pool lot or the mountains or wherever your element of choice is, it's not so much that, it's being able to rest your mind. Okay, because the swords are about our mental, our thinking, our thoughts, our worries, our concerns, all that good stuff. So just being able to do that in the middle of the month, it doesn't feel like for a lot of you that it's a huge, for sometimes this card comes up as needing surgery and being down a lot, or being, let's say this, lying down a lot, being horizontal, and taking care of yourself. And that might be for some of you, but I also do feel, like I said, that it's the time of just not having to think so much. Maybe you've put plans into action already. If you've signed any agreements or contracts and you've done that, then this is just a little bit of a mental rest and not having to think about details as much. So let me know in the comments below. I guess I'll ask you a question. What's been going on in your life, Leo, that's made you need to stop, smell the roses, take care of your body, drink more fluids? It could be that you've been feeling a little tired. That could also be part of this. But think about what your body, your mind, your spirit needs. Okay? Then we have the King of Swords that comes up. And this king is facing the four right here. So the king usually represents to me, he's a sword master, right? And I don't mean that he uses his swords. He uses his intellectual thinking. He's authority figure. He's a leader. He could be a professor or someone who's the very thought-provoking type of person. He has great ideas. He has the ability to put plans into action. This normally indicates to me too a air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It could be a woman. This is not gender specific, but I will say that this person, and the way it's coming off to me in this reading, is whoever this is in your life, Leo, this is a person of authority. And he's looking at this particular card, which is you sort of lying down and needing to take the siesta or this rest, like I said. It can be someone, again, giving you advice to slow down, cool your jets, if you've ever heard that phrase. He has his sword here, and his sword is a pretty large sword, and it has these sort of wispy brown leaves. What is this? Almost cattail looking, right? I do feel like that this person, now for some of you, again, leave the comments below, but for some of you, this is one of the air signs, and they're being very authoritative with you. It might be a conflict. It may be that this person is causing you conflict or advising and suggesting to you what to do, and you're having to think about it. And it may be in your best interest. I'm feeling like they're really coming on strong to you, Leo, whoever this person is. They're making themselves known, their opinions, their suggestions, all of that. Okay? It's like, my sword is the mighty sword. This is how you need to do it. Okay, let me rest. Let me rest first. Let me think about it. Tell me who this king is for you in the comments again. Now, the last card to come up, and this card kind of wants to single itself out. It keep moving these two together, and of course, the king has his back to this particular card, and as we know, this is the death card. We know it's not traditional death, physical death as we know it. It's transformation. That's what I usually like to call this card. Transformation, transition, letting go of what doesn't serve us any longer, any needs or being needy or needy people around you. I don't know why that's coming up. Letting go and being able to transition into this flower. He's holding the sickle, or he or she, again, this is a skull. So this transformation is coming to a completion so that you can bloom, Leo. It's time for you to bloom, whether it's your spiritual essence or the message you put out in the world. Possibly moving for some of you. You may be moving this summer, but growth, transition, again, transformation. I'm seeing a lot of light blue in this. Light blue to me usually means the throat chakra. So it can mean two things. There's throat chakra, and it also can mean a divine essence like the Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary type of beautiful essence. So let's go with the throat chakra first. I'm feeling like again, talking about speaking your message, not speaking your mind so much in a harsh way, but learning how to relate what's in your head into a physical, tangible way of being, if that makes sense to you. So maybe what's been in your head is, wow, I've been wanting to learn how to play the piano or the classical guitar, or I've been wanting to take skydiving lessons, or I want to go to the mountains and do a 5-mile or 50-mile walk, go to Spain. I don't know how long that walk is, but it's apparently very spiritually and enlightening type of walk, the walk in Spain. Of course, you can do that in your own country. Here in America, sometimes people do it in Colorado or the Smoky Mountains as well. But just saying, you're going through a growth. You're going through a time now of transition for yourself. Okay, I'm looking into I keep getting this blue. Learning to express yourself, learning to express what's in your heart. I think once you do that, you'll find a treasure chest of diamonds. Some of you probably already do that, but I'm just saying to learn to do that more, learn to do that to where it's not only in your benefit, but you're benefiting others. So it might be that, and I also just, in my mind heard a concert benefit. So some of you may be going to a concert that's for the benefit of, say, sick children or families without money, something to that nature. I know this doesn't relate, well, it kind of does relate to the death, because this is what's coming up for you guys. New perceptions, speaking from your heart again. Maybe it could be in a relationship. There could be a big turning point in a relationship. And it's either, shall we stay or shall we go? And I feel like this is whatever way you all choose. If this is in fact relationship, is definitely going to, of course, benefit you in the long run, because what doesn't work, it bubbles to the top, and then we move forward. We just learn how to do that so that we can be who we are in peace, right? Okay, so clarification cards. Oh my, oh my. I tell you, this this Queen of Swords continues to want to come out. She's probably come out in, let's see, this is the 6th reading I've done. I think you guys are the 6th, and she's come out 4. So the Tower's come out a lot too. The Tower's not in your reading, but the Queen of Swords is. Okay, so let's go with this. This to me indicates an air sign, it can, who would be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some would say that it's definitely an Aquarius because it's the Queen. Some people say the King of Swords is Libra, Queen is Aquarius, and the Knight is Gemini. But you tell me, because I haven't found that to be so specific when doing readings. All right, it leans a little bit in that direction, but it's one of the air signs. I feel like this is a person. Look at this. So you have the Queen and the King surrounding you. The Queen and the King. It's like he's saying, okay, this is what you need to do. And she's saying, it's fine. There's balance. There's peace. Once you take this rest, once you take this time off. Look at all these swords around. She's pointing up towards you to balance you, like saying, don't worry, I have your back. You have a foundation. This is 4. 4 is about balance. 4 is about needing balance and foundation. It's about that. So there's something about the beginning of the middle of the month for you guys, that you have a couple people around you, most probably air signs or people taking on the leadership roles of the Queen would be, she's very sharp. She's very keen-witted. She's analytical. She cuts through the BS. She really does. So, take a look at that. There's some people surrounding you here. And I love what comes under this King is the 10 of Cups. And as you can see, there's this beautiful rainbow. It's happy home, happy family. It's a completion of all things good in your heart, in your soul, feeling good physically, mentally, emotionally. It could be family ties, the ties that bind us together. Family reunion could be that going on for you. And look at this. I was talking earlier about the beach or the mountains, but here's these beautiful hills and water. So it could be a get together with family and friends, and a social activities that could be different generations, grandkids, kids, grandparents, that sort of thing. But it does feel like a coming together of love and hearts coming together as one. I'm going to look and see if my crystals. I still see some of you, and I wouldn't doubt it, the summertime is here, so a lot of you going on vacation and enjoying yourselves, playing, having fun. Some of you might be going to casinos and doing that bit. So just remember to don't spend more than you need to, and also to get some fresh air. Don't stay indoors too long. Walk outside if you need to feel like you need to get grounded, because I do see casinos for some of you. I also see some of you reading, I'm trying to think of that large black book, very spiritual book. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. There's a couple parts to it. Okay. But just some taking time, and this could be about this card as well. See how the 10 of Cups are leading up to this. You're going to want to take some time to replenish yourself, and reading may be part of that. Reading and or writing. Okay. All right, and then the last card is the 8 of Swords. So, it's interesting that this Death card came up, this Transformation card came up, because a lot of you have felt like you're bound and tied and you couldn't make a move, and this is, of course, the thinking. And here we have more swords. This came up in Gemini. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 sword cards. So a lot of you that have been doing all this thinking and worrying and what's been going on in your life, this is just what this is. This is a need to release self-imposed restrictions so that you can transform into, that beautiful butterfly. She has her red dress on, so she's ready to take control. Red, to me, means it corresponds with the number 1 in numerology. So it means action, it means passion, it means taking action, rather. And so she's ready. She just has she needs to let these swords, or pick up one of them, I guess, and unbind herself from this. Somehow, not that she can pick it up, but reach around, grab a sword, and say, okay, that's it. I'm going to see more clearly now so that I can move on to beautiful horizons. All right, so you have a lot going on this month, Leo. You have a lot going on and you don't. You know, you're busy mentally, but then you're being told to slow down and stop and smell the roses. All right, I want to choose one more. I don't know why I want to do this, but one more resolve card. The Fool. Okay, I love that. Okay, so the Fool is about being playful. The Fool is like a wanderer. He's an explorer, an adventurer. He has no prior experience or knowledge of where he's going, so he's just, he has his knapsack on his back, which holds very little. He has his very loving dog with him. He's holding a flower. And so I would say, when you're enjoying yourself, when you're resting, play this part of everything being open and new and adventurous, an adventuresome mind, because that will help you in the transformation that you're going through. Okay, I'm going to add up the original 3 cards. And we have 4, 5, and 5 and 13 is 18. And 1 and 8 is 9. 9 in numerology is about completion. So you're going through a completion, Leo. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's with others or with, like I said earlier, self-imposed restrictions, but you're coming to a point that you're completed that and you're transitioning. Love it. The 9 in the major arcana cards is the Hermit card, which is perfect for this. This is introspection for enlightenment, and that's what I feel like I've been talking about a lot in this reading, for personal growth, inner wisdom, seeking inner wisdom.